Good afternoon, class. My name's Snyder. Hope you guys all had a good 4th of July weekend. Little thing, we're going to do a demonstration video today, and what we're going to be demonstrating are egg muffins. Now, I've been making these for a few years, ever since I went off to college. It's a nice, easy snack food for breakfast. It's got lots of protein, pretty much everything you need to get your day started right. So first off, I'm going to show you the ingredients that you're going to need for making these, and then I'm going to show you a little bit of the prep work, which I've already started, but I'll go into each piece and how you go about doing that. And then lastly, we're going to go on how to put them together and make the final product. Okay, jumping right into it, thanks to time constraints. First, we need our pan. We also need a muffin pan. Mine is 12 long. We also need one thing of crescent rolls. I've got the Pillsbury Grands right here. Those are awesome. We need eggs. We're going to need 8 eggs. Cheese, if you're not lactose intolerant. I like to throw some meat in there, so I've got some ham and salt and pepper. As far as utensils you're going to need, you'll need a whisk, a knife for cutting up the meat, a spoon to dole it all out, and I've also got a fork here to help hold the meat. So I've already started cutting up the meat, but I'll show you. We can cut up one more. What I like to do is I like to roll it up, and I'm going to come over here for that, and you're actually just going to slice it up nice and thin, because it's going to be going right inside of those muffin trays. So you don't want anything too big, otherwise it's going to be a mouthful, and you're just going to have that whole ham taste, and I don't know, I don't really like that, so I like to cut mine up nice and small. So now that we got that all cut up, we're just going to take it and pick it up like so, slide it right in there. So this is my prep bowl for the meat, which is going right in there. Alright, so I have 4 pieces of ham cut up. That's more than enough, but I've already done the other 3. Now, I've already broken 7 of the eggs, so I'm going to do one more here. Nice firm hit, crack it right open, trying to put any eggshell in there. And then you're just going to whisk it up. You don't need to add anything. It's just going to be the eggs. So no milk, no water, you don't need any of that. Now once you've got it nice and broken up, we're actually going to add the seasoning right to the eggs. I think it helps it get in there more so it's not just sitting right on top. So now we're done with that. We're going to throw some pepper in there. I like mine spicy, so I'm throwing a little bit more in. Throw some salt in there. Just pretty much eyeball it. Do however much you feel would be good. I mean, it's kind of experimentation. I like a little bit more pepper in there, so that's how much I put in. Like I said, I like it spicy. So I like to be able to see a few little flecks floating around in there. And that's what I go for. Alright, so next we're going to crack open the crescent rolls. Now since this is probably the longest portion of it, I already got started on that. And I did the majority of them. You can see I left one open so I can show you exactly what we're getting at. But you'll just crack it open and unroll those rolls so that you got nice 8 flat rolls, and you can just put half of one in each of those, and it worked out perfectly for me. So I got one flat piece just like that. I'm going to take it. I'm actually just going to fill in sides of this cookie tray, or this muffin tray, excuse me. Now I'll bring it over to show you guys. Right there you can see we've got a nice little filled area. It's going to be holding the eggs and the cheese and the ham. So what we're going to do next is, hope that didn't go off. Just touch it, make sure we're still recording. Okay, so next what we're going to do is I've actually got a ladle here. Makes things a little bit easier. So we're going to get a nice little scoop of eggs. And we're going to just scoop those in. About 2 scoops per, because you got to remember these are going to rise once you put them in. So just go about doing that. And the first couple batches I made of these, they actually rose up really big and over flooded. So you don't want that. So it doesn't look like a lot. I'll show you in just a second here. It doesn't look like a lot, but trust me, once they rise, it'll be perfect. So what's great about these is you can actually put it, once they're all done, you can put them in a Tupperware container and keep them for later on. So once you make a ton of them the first time, get a few made for $10 or so. I mean, between the eggs and ham and cheese, it's very cheap, very, very good. So just keep it going. Almost there. But you can put them in Tupperware, and actually when you get up in the morning, throw one in the microwave. You've got no excuse not to eat breakfast. Okay, 3 more here. Alright, so now that we're finishing up with that, bring it over and show you guys. If I can, you can see that's about how much egg we want in there. Go ahead and turn this back up. There we go. Next, we're going to add our cheese. Just a little bit on top. Each one of these. Not too much, you don't want to overpower it. And it's alright if it spills a little bit, makes a little bit of a cleanup at the end, but that's alright. And last thing we're going to do is add some ham in there. Just a little bit, give it a little bit more flavor. Now, before you start all this, what you're going to want to do is heat the oven up to 350 degrees. So you got that preheated, so right when you're done, you can just go ahead and slide these right in. They take about 15 to 20 minutes. Just want to keep an eye on them. And then add a little bit more egg to this one over here. Seems a little small. Alright, so now for this last part, I'm actually going to pause it, and I will restart this once we get it out of the oven. So there you have it, egg muffins. As you can see, nice and easy to make. The whole thing took under 30 minutes. In conclusion, we went over the ingredients we'd need to make this, and then we went over the prep work, aka cutting up ham and mashing the eggs. And then lastly, we went over the actual setup and putting them together and throwing them in the oven. So on that note, I'll leave you with a quote from Hugh Jackman, who said, "You know men, we go for breakfast. It's the easiest thing to cook, and then we just make it look fancy." Thanks for watching, and hope you guys enjoy.